Good morning, madam. Today we present is problem-based task. This is my team member. My name is Khirtini and Avin
First
and
task
Eugene.
is topology design. MLS1. First step is enable. Second step is configure terminals. Third step is host name MLS1. Fourth step is exit MLS2. First step is enable. Second step is configure terminals. Third step is host name MLS2. Fourth step is exit MLS3. First step is enable. Second step is configure terminal. Third step is host name MLS3. Fourth step is exit. Task 2. Create and name the VLAN MLS1. Enable. Second step is configure terminal. Third step is VLAN 10. Fourth step is name accounting. Fifth step is exit VLAN 20. Name slash exit MLS2. Enable configure terminal VLAN 30. Name HR exit for VLAN 40. Name is financial exit MLS3. Enable configure terminal VLAN 15. Name IT exit VLAN 16. Name admin exit. Task 3. IP address spin for the PC in each VLAN. MLS1 VLAN 10 accounting PC0 IP address 192.168.10.2. Sum mask is 255.255.255.0. The for gateway 192.168.10.1. VLAN 20 sales PC1 IP address 192.168.20.2. Sum mask 255.255.255.0. VLAN gateway 192.168.20.1. MLS2 VLAN 13 HR PC2 IP address 192.168.30.2. Submit mask 255.255.255.0. The default gateway 192.168.30.1. VLAN 14 financial PC3 IP address 192.168.40.2. Submit mask 255.255.255.0. The default gateway 192.168.40.1. MLS3 VLAN 15 IT PC4 IP address 192.168.50.2. Submit mask 255.255.255.0. The default gateway 192.168.50.1. VLAN 16 admin PC5 IP address 192.168.060.2. Submit mask 255.255.255.0. Last is default gateway 192.168.60.1.
Hi, my name is Avin. So now I'll explain about the task 4, which is configure inter-VLAN routing. So for this, we have to first go for MLS1 and then press enable configure terminal. And then we'll put in the IP routing for inter-VLAN 10, interface VLAN 10. So, and then we have to insert the IP address, which is 192.168.10.1. And then we have to give the subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0. And then we'll give the command as no shutdown and then exit. So later on, we have to go for IP routing, which we have to do for VLAN 20. And then we'll give interface VLAN 20. And then we'll enter another IP address, which is 192.168.20.1. and then we have to give the subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0, and then we will give the command no shutdown and exit again. Now we have to go for MLS2. So when we do for an MLS1, we have to do for all the MLS, which is MLS1, MLS2, MLS3. So for MLS2, we'll do the same, enable, and then we have to give configure terminal. And then we'll go for the IP routing, which is for inter-VLAN 30, and then we'll give the IP address as usual, which is 192.168.30.1, and then give the subnet mask. Later on, we have to give the same command, which is no shutdown and exit. And then we'll go for IP routing, which is for interface VLAN 40. So we have to give the same IP address for the same way of IP address, which is 192.168.40.1, and then we give the subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0. So we'll give the IP address according to what our interface VLAN actually is. If interface VLAN 30, then our IP will be 192.168.30, and then continuously we'll give no shutdown and exit. So later on, we have to go for MLS3, which we already configured in our packet tracer. So we'll give the same command, enable configure terminal, and then interface VLAN 50. And then for interface VLAN 50, we have to give the IP address, which is 192.168.50.1. And then continuously we have to give our subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0. And then we give the command no shutdown and then exit. So continuously we have to give for interface VLAN 60, which is interface VLAN 60 IP address is 192.168.60.1. 255.255.255.0, and then we give the command no shutdown and then exit. Now I will explain about the inter-channel configuration, which is task 5 from MLS1 to MLS2. So firstly, MLS1, we have to give the command enable as usual and then configure terminal. So later we'll give the command interface range G0/1 to 2, which is meant by MLS1 to 2, and then it will already give something like line proto, and then it will actually generate. So later we have to exit and then interface port channel 1, and later on we have to give the command switch mode encapsulation.1q. So forwardly it will already give another command, and then we have to give switch port mode encapsulation.1q, because that's the actually correct command. So later we have to give switch mode trunk and then exit from it. So and then we have to go for MLS2. For MLS2, we have to give the same command, enable configure terminal, and then we have to give interface range G0/1 to 2, and then we'll give group channel 1 mode active. So later we have to just exit it and then go for switch put trunk encapsulation.1q, and then switch put mode trunk and then exit from it. So we have to actually give switch put trunk encapsulation.1q for all the commands when we configure inter-channel configuration. Now we will work on MLS1 to MLS3. So MLS1 to MLS3, we have to give the same command in MLS1, enable configure terminal, and then it will already generate, and then we have to give channel dash group 1 mode active. Later we have to just exit from it, and then inter-channel port channel 1, interface port channel 1, and then as I said, we have to give switch mode switch mode trunk encapsulation.1q, switch put mode trunk, and then exit. So for all the things that we are doing for this, when we configure two terminals, we have to actually give switch put mode encapsulation.iq. Now I'll explain for MLS2 to MLS3. So as usual, enable configure terminal, and then we'll give group channel 3 mode active, because we are giving for MLS3, and then it will already generate in itself line pro and everything. So later we have to give interface port dash channel 3, and then switch put trunk encapsulation.iq 1q, and then switch put mode trunk and then exit. So when we do that, we have to do the same thing for MLS2 as well. So it will configure with MLS3. So we have to give enable configure terminal, and then we have to give channel dash group 3 mode active, and then we have to just exit from it, and then we can check it by interface port dash channel 3 switch put trunk encapsulation.1q switch put mode trunk, and then exit from it. Now I will give the clarification for task 6, which is verify connectivity. PC connectivity MLS1, which is we usually will give all the PCs a different kind of IP, which we already configured before, which is for VLAN 10 is 10, VLAN 20 is 20, VLAN 30 is 30, VLAN 40 is 40, VLAN 50 is 50, and 60 is 60. So after that, we have to go to all the 6 PCs that we actually give in the packet tracer, and then give that kind of IP address, and then subnet mask, and then default subnet to give the to check the connectivity, and then connect. It will actually function. For MLS2, we have two PCs, which is PC2 and PC3, which we configure. So we have different kind of IP address for both of that. So we have to give their IP, which is 192.168.40.2, and then we'll ping it. Whenever we ping it, it will actually show whether the request reply is coming or else it's not requesting timeout.
MLS2 PC5 to PC4 success, pinging 192.168.60.20 with 32 bytes of data, request timed out. Reply from 192.168.60.2 bytes equals to 32, time lesser than 1 millisecond. Ping statistics for 192.168.60.2. Packet sent 4, received 3, lost 1, 25% loss. Approximate round trip times is milliseconds, minimum 0 milliseconds, maximum 0 milliseconds, average 0 milliseconds. Other channel status MLS1 show Ethernet channel, flags D down, I standalone, H hot standby, R relay 3, U in use, U insertable for bundling, W waiting for aggregated, D for default port, P for port channel, A for suspended, S for lay 2, F for failed to allocate aggregator. Number of channel groups in use is 2, number of aggregators is 2. MLS2, number of channel groups in use is 2, number of aggregators is also 2. MLS3, number of groups in use is 2, number of aggregators is also 2. VLAN status for MLS1, accounting active, sales active, FDDI default active, token run default active, FDDI NET default is active, and TRNet default is also active. MLS2, HR active, finance active, FDDI default active, token ring default active, FDDI INT default is also active, TRNET default is also active. MLS3, show VLAN brief, IT active, admin is also active, FDDI default active, token ring default active, FDDI NET default is also active, TRNET default is also active. That's it from us. Thank you so much.